Thank you so much. I'd like to thank the organizers and everybody who has made this day possible for us to be here and for us to discuss issues that are faced by the majority of the African countries and what we can do about it, the way forward, because I think as Africans, we tend to enjoy having meetings and another meeting after another meeting instead of implementing. I think it is important to start looking at ways of how we implement all these things that we discuss at meetings. So I am here today from South Africa, from the ANC, which is the ruling party of South Africa. I want to touch on 4 points that I think are very important. The first one is, as Africans, I feel that we are forever looking to the West and looking to the East for solutions to problems that we have on our continent. Take, for instance, the summit that was held by Obama last week in Washington, D.C. I attended the summit where the President of America had invited 50 leaders from the African continent. We all went to America rushing with the hope that the Americans will be the ones, will be our saviors, will help us with our problems. We currently have problems, for instance, with the Ebola epidemic. What are we doing about it? We're looking to the West for solutions. We're isolating the countries that are affected by this disease. But what are we as Africans actually doing about this issue besides looking to the West for help, for them to be our saviors as always? When are we as Africans going to roll up our sleeves and start working? When are we as Africans going to start coming up with our own solutions, solutions that are good for our continent? Why are we isolating these countries and not assisting them? Currently, economically, the same countries that are affected by Ebola are affected economically. Nobody's doing anything. We want to close our borders to them. We're saying we don't want to have anything to do with them because we're scared of this disease. But we seem to forget that there are people who are affected by this whole situation that we are isolating. We need to do something about this. Right now, another thing, when it comes to business and our economy, we have the Chinese coming into Africa. When they come to Africa, in one hand, they're saying that they want to come here to assist us, but in reality, they're coming here to take our hard-earned money. They come to our countries. I'll give you South Africa as an example. We have a lot of Chinese people coming in to get our construction contracts, which are amongst the biggest. The infrastructure in South Africa, we have more than $30 billion in budget. But most of this budget is going to the Chinese. The Chinese come to South Africa. They bring in their own people to build. They bring in their own people to even clean. They bring in their own people to cut the trees. Why can they not employ South Africans to do these things? Why are we letting the East do this to us? Why are we not saying enough is enough? Let's find African solutions to African problems. Why are we not training our own people to be in charge of the infrastructure that the Chinese are taking? But the Chinese are not just only in South Africa, but they're crawling in everywhere on the African continent. But what is being done about this? Okay, I still have three more minutes. With that said,
No, 5 minutes.
huh?
5, 6 minutes.
You're giving
No
me
problem.
5 more minutes?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. With that said, I still feel we have a health crisis, we have a poverty crisis on this continent. We wait for World Health Organization to come and assist us. What are we as Africans doing about that? We need to come up with solutions. We have medical doctors. We can even train people to take care of these diseases, our diseases. We know the solutions. We know how to work around them. Why do we always wait for somebody else to help us? I think the solution to our problems is within ourselves as Africans. We need to start taking things back. We need to start taking back our economy. We need to start taking back our continent. For a long time, we've been colonized, and we have this colony effect that is just not going away. We need to do something about it, and we need to make the change that we want to see. We need to make the change that is going to improve the lives of our people, our lives as Africans. and we need to work on a solution of getting Morocco into the African Union. We need to move forward. We need to make that change. Thank you so much.